Welcome to this tactical breakdown of the high-stakes naval engagement unfolding in the Strait of Hormuz, where precision missile strikes rewrite maritime warfare. At 1826 off Qeshm Island, an Iranian crew locks onto a tanker in the Strait of Hormuz. Unbeknownst to them, two American destroyers already locked onto their position. Enabling this response is the Mark 41 vertical launching system, featuring 96 missile cells integrated beneath the forward deck and fantail in clusters of 32 and 64. Operating on a hot launch mechanism, 8-cell modules direct terrifying rocket exhaust into an armored central chimney, leaving adjacent loaded cells completely unscorched. Within a single 90-second window, 12 Tomahawk cruise missiles erupt from the deck hatches, rapidly establishing an overwhelming barrage toward the target zone. 174 miles away, near Masan, an enemy battery tracks a 40,000-ton crude tanker cruising peacefully through international lanes at 12 knots. However, the coastal crew remains frozen, waiting for launch authorization from command in Bandar Abbas, a clearance chain that took nearly half an hour days earlier. After a 6-second solid booster blast, the Tomahawk transitions smoothly to its internal turbofan engine, sipping jet fuel to sustain a constant speed of 550 miles per hour. The remaining airframe spans 18 feet in length and 20 inches in diameter, carrying a deadly 1,000-pound blast fragmentation warhead in its nose section. Cruising at a sea-skimming altitude of 100 feet hides the weapon behind the Earth's curvature, granting shore radars a mere 2.5 minutes of total warning time. Surface radars receive dual returns, the missile itself alongside its reflection on the ocean waves, confusing automated tracking systems into aiming harmlessly into the sea clutter. 12 minutes into flight, 10 Tomahawks form a loose strike line toward southern Qeshm, while 2 missiles branch off westward onto a longer, indirect approach vector. Guided by optical terrain matching, the missile compares real-time camera imagery against preloaded reconnaissance photos, acting like facial recognition for coastal structures. The primary group of 10 missiles takes 19 minutes to traverse the 174-mile distance, flying at the velocity of a commercial regional airliner. Meanwhile, the Iranian Ghadir anti-ship missile, a 1,500-pound weapon derived from foreign designs, boasts an advertised engagement range exceeding 190 miles. With under 2.5 minutes of radar warning, the battery crew cannot complete the mandatory launch warm-up sequence before incoming impact. The only weapon responsive on the ridge is a 1960 Soviet Zu-23-2 anti-aircraft twin gun, manually operated by a sole-determined Iranian gunner. Firing 23mm rounds at 3,200 feet per second, the vintage gun pumps out 2,000 rounds per minute. However, against a missile crossing at 800 feet per second, shell flight lag causes tracers to trail a full quarter-mile behind the target. 90 seconds later, the Masan site is shattered as 1,000-pound blast fragmentation warheads shower the unarmored battery with lethal steel shrapnel. At nearby Susa, an experienced mobile battery maneuvers away, lowering its radar mast and fleeing into asphalt roads before strikes arrive. Unbeknownst to the fleeing trucks, a high-altitude US Navy MQ-4C Triton drone orbits at 50,000 feet, monitoring the region for 24 hours. Equipped with an advanced belly radar sweeping 2.5 million square miles daily, the Triton maintains relentless surveillance over coastal terrain. Cruising directly within engagement envelopes, the drone operates in the same airspace where a $100 million Global Hawk was downed in 2019. Reconnaissance analysts identify 5 hidden launcher trucks concealed in a Ramcon date grove, exposing their position through military parking spacing. Fresh coordinates upload via satellite to mid-flight Block 5 Tomahawks, utilizing two-way data links to redirect the incoming rounds mid-air. In response, the 3rd Khordad surface-to-air battery fires a Mach 4 Sayad-2 interceptor missile, reaching outward to defend its hidden position. The Sayad-2 proximity fuse detonates over offshore water, showering the seaward Tomahawk with shrapnel and obliterating the incoming strike missile. However, a second Tomahawk flanking low over inland palm groves slams directly into the 3rd Khordad radar vehicle, destroying the central array. With the radar vehicle destroyed, Remaining intact launcher trucks are rendered completely blind, leaving loaded missiles useless in their tubes. Through precision targeting and satellite network integration, international sea lanes in the Strait of Hormuz remain open and protected from coastal threats. Thank you for watching this tactical breakdown. Subscribe to the channel for more in-depth military strategy and modern defense technology analysis.